look, if you have the coins in this video, I highly recommend selling them immediately before they go down in value. These 2022 Shield Cent penny coins are bringing crazy money, and if you end up finding a whole roll of these, you're in for a real treat. So as a lot of us know, with increased demand and low supply, the United States Mint has ramped up production and has seen a significant amount of quality control issues happening that are simply getting out into collectors' hands. This is what collectors call a major die clash error, and I've seen a lot of these selling online. It seems like the value of them is going down a little bit each week, so if you have one, I would make sure you sell it, or if you simply enjoy it, then hold on to it, keep it safe, don't damage it, because maybe long term, it could be worth something down the line. What you need to know is that during the minting process, most of the time you're going to have a die and a hub strike each other with a planchet in between, and a planchet is essentially a piece of metal that's comprised of the coin. Now, if a coin is not in the hopper, the hubs will strike, damaging each other, and then when they produce more coins, they will leave an impression on the coin, which is happening here. This coin you see right here sold for $25. Now, if you had a whole roll of these, you can make quite a bit of money. I won't spend too much time here, but essentially the same thing is happening, and depending on how these people are selling the coins and what the condition is will dictate how much money they get. This example sold for $30. Same thing here, this is actually the same seller, so I don't know how many of them he actually came across. If he got lucky and bought a whole box, he could be making thousands of dollars off these coins. This example right here, he's been selling for $40. Again, I'm just going through many examples of the same sort of die clash error that's occurring here on these Lincoln Cent Shield coins. This one he was able to sell for $45. So here we go. Now this person was able to sell 2 rolls for $175. Essentially, what this person is calling this is a strike through error. They're calling it the Lincoln X-ray vision. I've never seen this before, but I could see what he's talking about there. Pretty much a little bit of a red flag here is that the seller only has 1 feedback, which means he has not been on eBay that long, and there's only been 1 bid. So there are times when 1 bid items will sell, but sometimes you'll have the seller use a different account to purchase the item to make it inflate the value of the coins. Now how that happens is people will go on sold listings, they'll see how much these coins are selling for, and then they'll sort of manipulate the market to increase the value of the coins. That's what I feel like is happening here, but just be careful if you see any sold listings and the seller has 1 feedback and they have only 1 bid on the item. Be very cautious about that. This coin sold for over $2,000. Now this person is saying the error coin is missing the word in and is only saying God we trust. Same thing happening here. The seller has 1 feedback and there's only 1 bid on the item. On top of that, this quote unquote error looks like someone just scraped down the area. Now this can happen naturally if there's a bit of grease on the hub, but it looks like in this situation that the seller just rubbed down this area with a hard object, or he just found it like this and is ignorant to the fact that this is actually not an error. So this is a good example of something you need to be very careful of if you're buying or selling on eBay. I just wanted to show this really quick. So it's the same seller. This listing sold for $2,013. And again, the seller has 1 feedback. There's only 1 bid. This is a lot of money, but the reality is someone probably faked this sell. It was not a true listing. Hopefully nobody bought it and got scammed. But the reality is this seller probably got a different account or had his friend bid on it to make it look like it sold for this much money when in reality it did not. Be very careful out there, guys. Do your own homework and research, and I'll see you in the next one.